Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I could say Solo Tarot. I love that name because I am solo. I always work alone when it comes to my gifts and things like that. Maybe one day I'll collab with someone. I don't have a problem doing it, but it just not yet. I don't even go live, so maybe one day I'll do that too. I have, however, on TikTok, but not on YouTube. So I'm looking at President Trump's Vedic chart, and there are some tweaking, as in Western, incorporated in this, but mainly what I'm looking at in Trump's Vedic chart are his dashas, right? And so I want to go over those because this feels to be significant for me. Now, I spoke on these things before, but the astrology kind of backs that up for me. Looking at his chart, he has Jupiter Venus period. This is a dasha period running from October 2024 until June 2027, which is bringing him good luck. It's bringing him harmony. It's bringing him, well, he's the leader, right? It brought in a good period for him. It's like a charm, a good luck charm. Some of his charges were dropped. And this is solely what the astrology is telling me. I'm not making biased decisions or pointing anything out directly because of Trump. I'm just telling you what the chart says. Now, based off of his Vedic chart, President Trump will have malefic dasha periods along this time frame. But the malefics really kick in with the Saturn overlays in June of 2027. Which is interesting because I said last year and this year in my videos that I felt like 2027 would be significant, and it could even be 7/17, 7/27, but the year ending would be July of 2027. There's going to be a transformation with that 7/27. What these placements mean for Trump, with the Venus placed in the 12th house, it's associated with hospitalization. Or it could be a retreat or hiding or exiling, but I don't see that with Trump. I don't see him running anywhere. I see hospitalization for him in this chart. His Lagna is in Leo, right? And the Leo points to the heart. It points to cardiovascular problems, which would be inflammation, veins, or the heart, or around the heart. It's also afflicted with Leo ascendants, and that's often bringing in, again, cardiovascular, but it also could represent stroke, sudden heart strain. Overall, it's telling me massive heart attack. I don't see an assassination. Maybe he'll have some attempts, but I see him leaving office July of 2027, and I've said this before, and I don't think it's going to be due to a man-made event. It's going to be based around his health. So we're going to pull just a few cards and see, what comes out in the reading here. And so, yeah, let's just see. Remember, everything is for entertainment purposes only, and that's my disclaimer on YouTube. So we have the Queen of Cups. So currently, well, I could say in his past, he may have felt compassion, calm, comfort. There could even be a female around him that brings him this. Most likely his wife, if you think that he's with her full time. Whoops, this card just came out, and it came out in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands. So sometimes this tends to bring in the bully side of someone. And it's really interesting because this man on this card has, light colored hair, but, again, don't come up at me. I just see someone who could be a little bit annoyed and just a little bit of a bully. And a lot of it may be because of their health, not feeling well. Could be on medication. That's how I'm getting that. Okay, this card wants to come out. We have the Six of Cups in reverse here. Move out. So yeah, I say 2027 is going to be a very strong probability of Trump leaving office, and that's going to be due to his heart. And I'm going to pull one more and then I'll end the video. It's a short video today. Okay. So we have the Emperor. This is your boy. This is Trump here currently. Bad news, lack of energy, again, is the outcome for him. And I'm going to pull one more. Let me say July of 2027. Oh, this card came right out. Well, two of them did. So let's see what they are. Lack of interest, disconnection, so spiritual. So he will be going through a spiritual awakening of some kind. This could, to me, it is, he's going to disconnect. He's going to disconnect. And what happens when you, well, if someone has a element they're dealing with health-wise, they're going to disconnect and they're going to go spiritually. All right. And that's me saying it nicely. And there's going to be times where he deals with not sleeping enough, because there's burdens, you know, on his desk he's dealing with. And there's going to be some regret in Trump's energy towards the end, like before he leaves office. There's going to be some regret on how he's handling certain things right now. He may look back on it closer to his transformation or closer to him leaving office, let me just say that, and say, man, maybe I shouldn't have done this, or maybe I shouldn't have done that. And there's some things that he is doing that's good as well. I mean, there's always good and bad, no matter, you know, what's going on. So I think he's going to regret some decisions that were made and maybe realize that some things were handled pretty harsh. Maybe he wasn't aware of it, but he had the upper hand to stop it. Yeah. Freedom. You know, this feels like this could be his wife. No, I see her moving on and remarrying, actually, but I haven't looked at the chart, so I don't want to specify that. But anyways, for now, he's in the living, and I wish everyone well. I don't wish harm on anyone, but I do wish some people would look at their actions and just realize that maybe you're consenting things to be done for us or done for the people, but it's becoming a problem. It's becoming overboard, and you need to put your people in charge that you've put in charge of certain things in check. And I wonder if Elon Musk, even though I'm not a big fan of Elon, I don't have nothing against him, but I'm not a huge fan of him either. I wonder if he saw that, if he started seeing things being done behind the scenes. Maybe Trump did not have the final say. And maybe that's why he and Elon are not really talking anymore, right? Because the inner circle wanted him out, and I don't know, seemed like maybe Trump, there were things going on that maybe Trump wasn't aware of. And this card comes out again. So for now, he's in this position. Trump is in this position. He's not going anywhere. But in 2027, in July, be looking out for the 7th, the 17th, and the 27th of the month. And the year would be 2027. He will depart. Even if he just leaves office, I think. Again, this card comes out. You saw, well, you didn't see me shuffle it. There it is again. It's, that red is so significant. And you know what's really weird is that in 2028, I see an election, actually, some type of election. I don't know if it's going to operate the way it has in the past here in the U.S. I almost feel like it's going to be a toss-up between Democrat and Republican in 2028. It's a little too early for me to specify. I almost want to go Democrat for the next election, but we'll have to see. I don't want to speak too far into existence, right? Into the universe. You know, and there could even be a woman. This card came out earlier, didn't it? So there could even be a female that is looking to run for 2028. Hey, I'm down for that. Actually, that would be amazing if we had a woman. That would be great. Yeah, that would be amazing, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm just shuffling away. I'm not feeling the urge to stop yet. So yeah, community home celebration for 2028. I'm being told for 2028. That's a man and a woman on that card, but okay. In order to bring back the unbalanced scales, right now things are a little unbalanced, but they were unbalanced when Biden was in office. This is why I am independent, okay? I am independent. I don't care if you like me for that. You don't have to. It's my preference. I'd rather go vote for my cat at this point. I don't have any issues with blue or red, but I know that Biden was letting things go. I admit that. I admit it. But what we're seeing now, there are some good traits coming out of this, but there is a harsh reality, a lesson that needs to be learned in Trump's presidential term. He's here to shake shit up, and I've said that before. You know, sometimes he can be a little selfish at times. I think all of us can, but Trump has that energy in him. But yet he does care about America. He does care. He is very religious. I don't know if he's a Baptist or if he's Catholic. I'm not sure what Trump's ethnical religious background is, but he holds on to those values dearly. And, you know, manifesting more work for the country. Things that have been preserved are now coming to light. And you see the angel. This is Archangel Michael. For me, as a reader, this is Archangel Michael. And he's bringing in the balance, okay? He's tipping the scales. President Trump, he's here to tip the scales and to piss us off. But at the end of the day, he brings this, okay? Trump does bring this in. And I know some people are like, what? Oh, that's what the reading is saying. Okay, I am going to leave it here. I'm going to stop. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, and cut on the notification bell if you want. And I hope you like the new YouTube channel name. I chose to take a break and maybe come back spiritually. All right, guys, thanks for listening.